I actually wasn't sure if my video was gonna show. Um, I actually fixed my hair last night before going to sleep, and then I don't know what the fuck happened. You know when like nothing happens, and then you don't know what the fuck happened. One of those. Um, I don't know where to start. I know me and Bay started arguing last night or early this morning, I should say, over a fucking mouse. Um, he had one of those mouse traps last night, two actually, and we caught a mouse. And then when he put the other one before us going to sleep and shit, I didn't even think there was a mouse in the house yet. We had dumped one out, and so all of a sudden I'm in bed. This is early in the morning, and I hear the mouse trap. And I'm mad because number one, I'm hearing that shit. My heart is almost stopping because I'm hearing that shit. And this nigga's still sleeping in his sleep or whatnot. But then all of a sudden I feel like he was waking up and shit. So I'm like, I started letting him know, yo, the mouse trap caught a mouse. He basically was coming at me on some why you didn't go get it and dump it. I'm like, I took out the trash bag. I took it outside already. I didn't want that shit stinking up the kitchen and all types of shit. And we had a whole full blown argument over that. Because then I asked him to leave the bed and go to another room because he had the nerve to tell me to go into the trash bag and take out the mouse and like insinuate that I should have put the mouse in a different bag and all types of crazy shit. And I'm just like, nah, nah, nah. And instead of arguing, I tried to avoid arguing by telling him, go to the next room. And by me kicking him out of bed, he already started a whole argument over that. And I'm just like, over it. You know, it's every week, it's every week, it's every week. Um, he's been home all week. I don't know why the fuck he didn't go to work today. But I'm in bed. We ain't really speaking. It's that type of vibe again. And I'm in bed, and he comes upstairs and he's playing a audio that my mom, she talking her shit, and she's like, I found a certificate, the fucking footprint certificate that belongs to my oldest child. She found it. I'm like, what the fuck? Thank God she found it because I wasn't even trying to let her pull up without it. So I'm just like, well, thank God she found it because I'm not bugging. I've been looking for it. It's not in my possession. And obviously, where else would it be? It shouldn't be out of its place. But if it is, where else would it be? So I grabbed my phone because I wasn't even entertaining my phone. I grabbed my phone and I sent it to her, but she hasn't responded. Blah blah blah. So I'm checking my phone, and I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? And I see that she sent me a picture of it, and I'm like, okay, but what's the story behind this? Like now I'm up, I'm interested. What's going on, right? Because at the same time, I can't argue with her. I've already argued with her, so that phase is gone. And then it's like, well, it's like, give me that. I need that. So what where are we? Like, what can we say to each other so that I can get what I want and I can leave you alone for the meantime, like for now. So I'm listening to her, and she's like, I found it in these bins. They had all types of paper in it, and da 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 da. And da. I'm like, what bins? Like, what bins are we talking about? Where are we? Like, where? I don't even remember how the house looks right now. Like, I'm like, where are we? You know, What bins are we talking? What paperwork? Oh, there was some pictures of you from high school, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then when I'm like, wow, that's true. I organized some pictures, some old pictures of, those graduation cap and gown pictures. I was able to take those when I was in a senior in high school. I just never graduated. Um, and I was pregnant in those pictures, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, I did organize those pictures, but I haven't seen them lately in my file and shit. But I wasn't even thinking about that shit. I'm just like thinking about the fucking certificate. So she brought that up, and I'm just like, what the fuck? It's kind of like when my socks went into Bay's laundry, and he bugging because he know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm like, these BB socks, like, it was 2 pairs. It was in the laundry with a legging of mine. The shirt just, I wasn't even thinking about the fucking shirt. He comes back with a fucking shirt and mixed match socks, and I'm like, what the fuck? So it was a situation similar to that. So I'm like trying to understand where was this document, because it shouldn't have been anywhere outside of the fucking medical record folder. Like, I what the fuck would I be giving it to you for? To put away for what? And so I'm just like, she's rambling and rambling and rambling, and I'm just like, but was it in my room? Like, none of the shit that she was saying made sense. I'm like, it couldn't have been in my room, because then it wouldn't have been anywhere else other than where I was looking for it, and it was not there. She talking about it was in her room, up above somewhere with all her documents and shit. I'm like, no, what? No. So it just brings back the fact that when I mentioned this to her at first, she was saying, let me check in my bag to see if it's there. And I'm just like, but if she didn't take it, why the fuck would it be there? Right? So the irony is, I don't know when this was, if it was this morning, last night, or whatever, but she was apparently looking through her documents and her shit and found it. So I'm happy about that. But I'm like, why are you still looking within your documents? I would have assumed you in my room, right? But because I already have all my documents and shit, what would you still be doing there? Pretending you know where my shit be at. So you had to have taken it. So I just don't understand why she has no recollection of that. I don't understand why she stressed me like that. I don't understand what the fuck is going on. And I was arguing with Bay because after everything we said to each other, came back to, my things is still over there. Some of my things are still packed over there. I wish for my things to be here under one roof. And if shit don't last, then obviously I will find a way to get out of here, but at least with all my things, right? Because me and Bay shouldn't be having that problem. I don't touch his shit. He wouldn't be touching my shit. I don't know what kind of lesson I needed to be learning over there, but I just don't understand why that's what the fuck was going on. So one minute you got me tweaking, I'm losing a panty, I'm losing a dress, I'm losing a long sleeve. I can't find my fucking kid's footprint certificate. That's like the first document they give you when the baby is out. They weigh the baby and everything. They put that little black stuff on their feet and they stamp up a document and give it to you. That's like the first, after you done pushed, after you done been tugged and all types of shit. They give that to you. That's when you really feel like, wow, you don't entered motherhood. They're giving you this. They're celebrating with you. And for you to go behind my back into my room, into my stuff, and remove that from where it was at, to prove what? To say what? To notice when I will notice? Like, for what? I don't get it. So in the middle of me and Bay's argument, I'm like, well, when you speak to my mother, let her know if she ain't find it yet, not to pull up, blah, 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 blah. And eventually she found it. And I'm so sick of that. Like, I'm so sick of that. But I'm happy she found it. Because my plan was when the nursery section of the room is set up or whatever, because he doesn't want to have the nursery in a separate room, I want to frame all my kids' footprints. So the big brother's footprints and then the baby's footprint. That's my idea. So I'm happy that she found that. But I'm still annoyed. And then it got you wondering, well, damn, what else was in my room that, motherfuckers would have been putting hands on it and switching where the fuck I had it initially. It's so annoying for me to hear myself be like, yo, where is that? Why I can't find that? Yo, this was here. I moved this here and put it here. And that's like some kind of mental abuse for me. Like, it's some kind of mental abuse. Like I don't understand. And then I realized with this situation going on, I realized, wow, I should have been had that shit laminated. I should have been had that shit framed and all types of shit. But my living situation wasn't as comfortable for me to go all out like that. Like it's frustrating. Now I can put the fucking multiplication table and division table and all types of shit up on the wall, because that's the kind of energy I've been had. But at the same time, I know that nobody's gonna be fucking with it. It's gonna be where it's at, hopefully. I hope they don't get no fucking weird ideas. But it's just sad to me. Why is that how shit, I feel awkward. Like, my oldest brother, he passed away a couple years ago. He had a whole fucking leg amputated, and he had crutches, and I was with him through the whole process of getting a fucking um prosthetic leg and all types of shit. Why the fuck would you play with my kid's footprint certificate? It's just like, that's just how weird I think. Like, I was there with you when you was mourning your kid, but why you playing with my kid? That's basically the little beef that's there. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with you. I don't know what to do with you. I feel sorry for women and daughters that end up fighting each other and grabbing each other and hurting each other and punching each other and slapping each other. Because no lie, I get it. I get it. As far as that tension and that feeling being there's there. But I have total respect for my mother. Whatever her plan is, it's gonna be brought up to light, because I'm not playing. Like, you cannot, all that shit that she had me go through, calling the cops on me, calling EMS on me, making me look crazy. This is how crazy I would look. Because, like, the fucking gots to be glue dried out and all types of shit. Now my shit look wicked. But other than that, I'm still sane. I'm sober as fuck. But she likes to play with me even when I'm smoking my little blunts and shit. And for what? I don't fuck with your nigga. So when he's around, it's we not gonna really be doing mother daughter shit. Cause he get jelly, he get out of pocket with his mouth. He start doing all this extra shit. I don't want to be around him. So when he's around and she's around, it just be awkward for the both of them, because they know they daughters around, but she not fucking with them. Now when he's gone and it's just me and my mom's, oh yeah, we the bestest of friends. We the frenemies. We there with it. But I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. And for like, I don't know how many months I've been mentioning these missing items. One by one, they're appearing. It's like, but like, why? Why couldn't they be left alone? Why they couldn't be where they was at? Why? Why? Why do your people need to know this is what's bothering me? Why do your people need this as an excuse to know how to fuck with me? I don't really see a connection there other than something's wrong with you, lady. Something's really wrong with you. And Bay was coming at me last night on some, I need to go to the hospital. Something's wrong with me. Blah blah blah. No. What would be wrong with me is the idea that you're not the nigga I thought you was gonna be, and that I literally moved state and city to be fucking with you. And what's gonna hurt me in the future is if my kid is not being raised under the same roof as his father or her father. Because it's gonna bring me back to how I was struggling co-parenting with my kid's father. We didn't live under the same roof, but the situation between me and him was different. We was teenagers when I got pregnant. I'm a whole fucking grown adult with a grown adult who I thought. So I shouldn't be going through none of that high school shit I was going through back in the day. That's not what the fuck I'm here for. And as far as his little manipulation tactics, I'm not feeling it. As I'm so over my parents' manipulation that I thought I was with my nigga. I thought that he's the nigga I want to marry, and all of that. We having a baby on the way, and I feel like if we can't get married before the baby is born, then obviously before the baby is one. But if that doesn't happen, I'm not gonna stress myself over it. Cause like I told him last night, I can do without a man. That's the whole thing about my store. That's the whole model. Maybe that should be the model for my fucking store. I don't know, but I'm in shock. Like, when you lose something and then for a minute you crying and you stressing, but then like that shit ends up dying out because you enter in realization. Okay, that shit might never come back. That's where I was with it. Like that's where I was at with it, and for some strange reason I never thought it was her. I actually thought it was my father that kind of misplaced my certificate, playing with my documents and shit. But I'm like, he wouldn't really do that. He would just like slice up my clothes here and there. But then I'm like, maybe it wasn't even him the whole time. I thought it was him. Maybe it was her. And I'm still shocked. I'm still annoyed because I don't know what the fuck came over her on a certain day that obviously I'm not around. Maybe I don't turn my back, hopped in the shower type shit. I'm in there. I like taking my long ass hot showers and shit. And you behind my back doing weird shit. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. And hopefully when I get to a doctor, I can express some of these concerns because like I told her, you might not even be allowed near my baby. So, and I told her this is going to have to be the last visit as far as you coming to visit me because you should be modifying your fucking petition. The kids canceled on her for this month. So she already had called out of work and she already, figured that she could come out here and see me. Yeah, sure. I'll accept that. But like I told her, you might not be able to pull up without that certificate. Like, I love you, you're my mother and all types of shit, but I'm so serious. That shit is not in my possession and I be tweaking. So she found it. Um, but I don't know. I don't know what that I don't know what that was about. So I'm a little weirded out. Um And so I told her, summertime is coming. You've been knew that I would have wanted you to pull up with the kids and shit. At least if the court already granted you permission and it's just them canceling and fucking up, we would come after them. So it's like, why haven't you done that? My birthday's coming up next week and she gonna pull up this weekend, but it's like last time you pulled up, we wasn't really on good terms. Me and Babe was arguing. We wasn't really on good terms, and so I told Babe last night, listen, don't be picking arguments when my mother's pulling up just so that you could be in another room. That's so corny. That's so corny. Like no. And then I'm like, I don't even want her here pretending she's mediating anything. Like, just stay home, enjoy your weekend type shit. But I'm glad she found it. I do want it because I don't want her to use the postal service and then the postal service take forever or lose my whole certificate. Like, fuck out of here. So I don't know. But I don't get it. I don't get it why Honduran parents are like this. It's not the first time that I hear Honduran parents are misplacing their kids' documents. Like the whole thing about when a kid has their ID, their social, their own birth certificate, because at first it's the mother that has all this. But once the kid is growing up and entering individuality and independency, they want their shit. They want their documents. They want their IDs. They want their shit to because we're about to go through verification shit. And so when you give it to us, don't be sneaking behind our back trying to take it, have us tweak and we thought we lost it type shit. Like what type of shit is that? I don't get that. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Is there something I'm missing? Like, please let me know. Are there stories like this? Please let me know. I'm I don't even know what else to say. Like it's a bit scary. And I think it be parents that are not like how could I say their original documents are not from where your original documents are from. I feel like that's just how they are. I don't know why. First of all, if you actually lose these documents, you have to replace them. It costs money to replace them. So don't have me thinking I lost it and then I gotta go pay to get it back, but you got it in your fucking room the whole fucking time. Now, as far as the footprint certificate, that's irreplaceable. I can't take my kid back to the hospital so they could put that black shit on his foot and they could stamp the fucking certificate again. That shit cannot be redone. It's a one thing time. It's like priceless. So I don't know why the fuck she was fucking with me. I really don't get it. I don't get it.